I guess it. Did you have the pencil eraser? Did you skip the Dungeon Man portion?
I did.
Okay.
It looks like they're setting up for the next race. I have dinner to eat, so I'm going to hop off and leave you all to comms. Thank you, everyone, and have fun.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
All right, enough about that previous race. We got a new race to get to. We have PebblePossum versus fcoughlin.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an exciting race. I was bounced out of the danger bracket by fcoughlin last tournament. I'm hoping for, some good spicy curses, a nice double up boss or two, and hopefully something worse than pendants being unclassed. Because now that I'm done with it, bring it on for the other runners.
All right, they're starting. Yeah, well, you get to see what kind of curses they get. There've been some fun ones that we've seen so far, including in our previous run. So we'll just have to see what's in store for them. And they're off. All right. So as the flags for the danger bracket this week are curses 1 and double item level. So with double item level, the typical item level at the end of the siege, typically 4 sanks, it's right around big leap bat level, so about halfway through the game. So with double item level, you're going to be seeing items like sea pendants, star pendants, ultimate bats, all sorts of very strong equipment. And for curses, you want to expound on that a bit more, Fitz?
Yeah, so we have cursed enemies, cursed bosses, and cursed final boss. The cursed enemies we'll see sometimes on enemy defeat. They might drop that useless orange kid item, for instance, or there's a flash of light and they turn into another monster. They might have attacks that are outside their normal script. There's a bunch of wild stuff that can happen with enemies. Final or bosses can be doubled up. I don't know all the boss curses, and then the final boss, at least for Gygus, means the assistant comes in during the first prayer phase and does something to mess with us, like maybe paralyze or diamondize somebody, undo our pendants, which was what we saw.
Yes, and we can see PebblePossum took a KO to the runaway dog early in the seed. I think one of the more generic curses is just that enemies have better stats. I think some of the more punishing curses, check and correct me if I'm wrong, is more punishing curses like Ada, they'll have like a power shield or power PSI shield that they don't normally have. I think those are not typically on enemies, at least at the start of the siege, just so it's not that hard to get off the ground. But with the racers here starting with a slingshot, which is a fairly inaccurate weapon, PebblePossum was unable to hit the dog and took an early KO, so they're on the back foot 2 minutes in. And
some of these early enemies with curses can get tiny rockets and stuff that we really don't have the armor or hit points to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. Having a little bit of defense, like from that cheap bracelet or even the Mr. Baseball Cap, can really help smooth out enemies, especially if they get unusual attacks. Got early zombie paper.
And pencil eraser, interesting.
Yeah,
could be seeing an early Tucson.
Yeah, early Tucson can be a little rough just because you need to scrounge up $200 for Apple Kid. And you also need to find a food item. That's one's usually not so bad. You can buy some fresh eggs at the Tucson market, the burglar market specifically.
I like maybe going and getting this box because it's ooh.
I don't know if you want to sell the heavy bazooka, but that
I was going to say that would be how I would try to fundraise, but we can always hope Apple Kid has something worth money in their house as well.
Yeah, another option is since they have the pencil eraser, they can skip Apple Kit for now and go direct to Happy Happy. Maybe pick up some stuff along the way. Oh, actually, they just have a teleport right to Happy Happy, actually.
Yeah, I think we're seeing here like what I was trying to do, and then I got lost. But getting ahead of the logic as fast as possible to get some of those high tier items that can really power us through the seed. It can be dangerous and it can be risky, but getting those early exit mice, I think that was a nice calculated risk. Plus, it's outside, so if the enemies in there are bad, which I feel like they would be, since there was a heavy bazooka in there, we can always use teleport to get away from them.
Yep. Oh, and they already have. Well, it was a lot easier to find Paula this seed. We can
That
see
means a
some
meteorite piece is going to be buried.
Yeah, possibly. This could also be a jet seed, maybe. We'll have to see. We already have one sync available to us. But with the Colt House only having a thick fry pan available, it's likely that the Franklin badge is going to be pretty early in logic. Even with the double item levels, the starting items you find can't scale that quickly. So we can guess from the easier items that we're seeing that we'll probably have to go back there at some point. Also,
Yeah, that's a great observation.
Yeah, we can also see Fred fighting some birds here. I'm not sure why. Maybe he was looking for a cookie for Apple Kid? Maybe wanted just a little bit more EXP? Not sure.
We did get a cookie.
Yep. I did see that Fred got KO'd by a shark here. So we'll see if PebblePossum does any better. With Paula in
Rock
hand,
candy.
she'll have PSI. So even if they're a little harder than usual, as long as they aren't scaled insanely high, this should be fairly easy to get through. Yep.
Yeah, I think that we can always peek what the arcade is by the sharks, how hard they hit, and the arcade item in the front. This feels like decently far in the seed, maybe midway.
Ooh, starting to start with though.
I hate to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, PebblePossum threw the thick fry pan on the ground, so Paula's not going to be doing much here. To a firecracker. It must be one of the early rocket type attacks. Already, the seed getting off to a spicy start.
Yeah, Starman Jr. especially early before we have access to those like elemental protection pendants, even like an OK. And also not being able to use Paula's Psi abilities on them since they resist fire and freeze. Just, no good option there. Worth a try.
Yeah, it could have been DX, although he does start with a Psychic Power Shield. You might be able to bash him down a little easier than Junior. He might spend a lot of time guarding. Calling for help can be a little rough sometimes, but it's an option.
Fundraising.
You need a food item. I'm gonna keep that bowl. I'm selling the. Oh. You can grab $50 in the Tucson Hotel. Might be a better option to fundraise at this point. It is like 10 or so talks to the gentleman, but
we're egg raising,
egg farming, chicken strats.
I saw a spicy dog on top of the.
Oh no! I was about to say you could do the Everdrive fight, but I did not catch who it was. If it's the spicy dog, that's no good. We can see a Vanilla Mondo Mole on fcoughlin side. So unfortunately, Mondo Mole is extremely resistant to freeze and is using freeze himself. That's definitely a curse right there.
Yeah, finishing this. Ooh, nice moves there. Finishing this Sank will definitely raise the funds we need for that Apple Kid situation.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Fred got the first Sank. Got 3 more to go.
Got some pretty aggressive moles today.
Yep, PebblePossum's not trying to set or pass them. He's probably looking for levels and money for Apple Kid. Not necessarily a bad idea at this point, but they're also not. It doesn't seem like they're worth a lot of EXP either. PebblePossum will be able to exit the sanctuary a little faster than fcoughlin, since he did go pick up those exit mice earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be able to gain a little bit of ground on Fred. Assuming he makes it through the boss fight, of course.
All right, Fred going for the coolest teleport. Don't do anything. Teleport A. Looks so
That's
cool.
a red.
Ooh. These moles are playing rough. Fred coming back for revenge. That Starman Jr. is still gonna be.
It's not
kind
going to
of a
be
problem.
easy. I don't think he found any equipment for Ness. Oh wait, there's a bionic slingshot. It's
Ooh, okay.
still has bad accuracy, but it'll do good damage. So as long as he can hit, which is still up in the air, but
Mm-hmm.
something. Possum does not have Paralyze, unfortunately. This boss is vulnerable to Paralyze, which will largely take him. Which will largely make him a non-threat. We got a Thunder out. And Mondo down. Unfortunately, Paulo's not going to get any of this EXP, but there's plenty more EXP later. We also have a French Vanilla
Ooh.
Frank.
Frank had a shield, a power shield, but they get through.
Yeah, with these early bosses, a freeze is usually enough to pick him up.
Okay.
And that's the early Franklin bad we were expecting.
I always forget about that heal. I gotta remember that for next year.
It's a pretty convenient heal, especially if you don't have any other heal choices, or if you're planning to go from the arcade to, say, a sanctuary and you want to top off. Maybe it was a hard fight.
All right, PebblePossum has beat up some moles for cash. They sold something. I think they stole. I don't know. There's something with 400 they sold. So
I believe it was an HP sucker, so one of
yes.
Jeff's less useful items. He did check to see that he did not have a food item on him, so he's going to grab something.
Some ketchup.
Yeah, I mean, it works for the purposes of the check, so not a very nutritious meal, but I guess beggars can't be choosers.
It's calories.
Maybe it's like one of those with like a lot of sugar in it or something.
Mm-hmm. The bottle of water is like, I think, the rudest. No, it's no calories. It's like, well, I guess he doesn't really have a sink in there, it looks like, so.
Well, he is
Maybe that
kind of
wouldn't be
stinky,
so
so maybe sponges. Oh, you got key to the shack. PebblePossum taking on the dog. All right.
Like the tribe.
Oh, we see 2 nightmares on fcoughlin side at the, I believe it's at the cult house. This
That's
is
terrible.
not good. However, it seems like they just replaced their psychic shield with the power shield. So they just made themselves vulnerable to all this PSI that Paula and Ness have.
Nice. Yeah, the double turn of them both casting PSI would have been pretty bad, but
Yeah, it looks like they didn't do a whole lot, so that's good. Unfortunately, the dog is on to phase 2, but oh wow, that's the phase 2 transition saved him because that pauses your HP meter. That's the only thing I can guess.
That's incredible. I'd love to see it.
PebblePossum going for it, using the rest of his PSI on Nest to throw out a rockin'. Doesn't have any healing items. So Myria, it's saying monsters perish because that is part of the window flavor that PebblePossum chose. This is a Final Fantasy themed one. You can see when they open their menu, you can see like a little hand or gauntlet next to items they have equipped, kind of like in Final Fantasy 1, which is why the win message is replaced by monsters have perished.
So close. It was down to prayers, and we didn't get what we needed.
We'll see if PebblePossum tries out the arcade next. That was, and Junior's still pretty rough, but you can also try the sink if he's feeling spicy.
That's true. We'll see if Fred has any better luck here. They do have freeze beta.
Yep, that's right into phase 2.
I think they might be able to get through this.
Yep, Fred
Rainbow
going
Dog
in
can
0.
get off another rainbow of light and turn into like a different boss, right?
That's, you know, I don't know if Dog 2 can do that. But Fred makes it through. Oh, Thunder on Stryman Jr. takes it out. Frank,
I don't think logically this is that far ahead, but that shop I think will be a nice power spike.
Yeah, if they have the money to get some stuff here, it could be a real power boost. You have T-Rex Bat. They even got OK pendants, although whether you want to grab it or not, or maybe hold out for like an Earth pendant or something. Unfortunately,
Kevin 1 is okay. There's a lot of Psy flying around and curses sometimes.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It looks like he had the money to get him. So we have Jar of Flat Honey, we have the Zombie Paper, we also got the Water Bills.
3 trip.
Guessing that was probably from the Cold House.
This checks out. Pick up a kid.
So, yeah, we're probably heading to Saturn Valley. No, Fred, sorry, not Fred. Pebble took a KO to Frank, it looked like, or
potentially. Frank did have a power shield, so we might have went to auto fight that one, perhaps, and
yeah,
got
it can be
bounced.
difficult to cancel the auto fight. I think you need to have the B button pressed when it's showing like a. I think specifically it's like when it shows like HP changes in the message bar. So it's actually harder to cancel it if you're mashing the button. At least that's what I understand. Maybe Jay Tomar can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Fred taking the funkiest bus trip, both in sound and I think in smell too. Like, I don't imagine that bus is the freshest.
After Apple Kit, it might not be too bad.
Jay told for counseling auto fight, is it better to hold the button or mash the button?
Absolutely hold it.
Ooh,
What kind
yeah.
of diadem of kings?
I think this 3 is far enough in that I think we'll see like Saturn coins. Kind of like that tier of items, maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah, this is a pretty good spot to hopefully find some good equipment. You can also even check the shop, although the Everdread shop in Burning Park might be better scaled than here, but you might find, well, I don't know if they have a good weapon for Paula. Maybe they put the bionic slingshot on her. Oh, PebblePossum got confused from these guys and is now, actually took out Paula, but, oh, not quite. Oh, this should
Excellent.
do
We're
it.
popping
Yep.
in the
Okay.
correct direction. Now, yeah, Fred does not have the heavy bazooka. So Jeff is great. We can do the 10th spot. They come with an item. Yeah. Which we are seeing is the meteorite piece.
All right. Yeah, the game's pointing them right to Saturn Valley. PebblePossum leaving the cult house with his water bills. He might just go direct to 3 now. And his power will spike once he gets Jeff, for sure, since that heavy bazooka will do a lot of lifting. Unless the enemy has a power shield, and then might be
We'll
trying
do some
to
lifting.
keep
And then
Jeff
some
up.
lifting back.
It is, despite all the KOs on Pebble's side, they're keeping up fairly well. They're still a little behind, but they have the advantage in equipment once they grab Jeff. So they may be able to accelerate from here where Coughlin may not.
Yeah, especially kind of around where we're at in the tiering. A heavy bazooka is gonna one shot a lot of things. Let's see what's in the store.
Yeah. Not
Okay, is some
we got more OK
bracelets.
pendants. We got some defense items. They're still fairly low. I would definitely prioritize at least getting a weapon for Paula just for auto battle purposes, and then checking out whatever the arms dealer in back has.
Yeah, what do we got?
Depending on scaling, you could get big bottle rockets, especially since they don't have the heavy bazooka. That would be pretty useful. But you also just want a good weapon for Jeff. His guns are very strong, and you really want as many kids contributing as possible if you decide to auto battle through random enemies. Interestingly, Fred seems to be prioritizing going to Saturn Valley over the 10th check.
Yeah, because the 10 couldn't give us anything that would unlock something in Saturn Valley.
Now, we already have the Fly Honey, so since you're going to have to come back to Threed anyway, even if you want to go to Destiny on the Foresight, there's not really any trouble with putting it off right now. Our first repel, just a regular repel sandwich. Let me see Pebble doing their shopping right now. Getting some OK pendants definitely would have been really useful a little earlier, but we'll take them now.
Yeah, upgrading from slingshot to trick yo-yo life is a big step up. Do we have paralysis here for Pokey?
I think you get it around 15, so he might be good enough to have it by now. The good news for Pebble is if he goes this way, he'll have the heavy bazooka to blast through Pokey pretty quick. And get down goes Dan. Yes, Myria. Heavily armed Pokey can be shuffled in with all the other bosses, and when Pokey is shuffled, he does have the same background as Gygus, just without the double machine graphic, or sprite, I should say. So. So if
Great
we
questions.
do decide, so if one of the runners does decide to fight Gygus, instead of Pokey, we'll see some other boss there instead.
Now we can't see duplicates, so anything that we've seen we can rule out. So no dogs. Still a lot of problems out there in the pool.
Yes. I never like to see Rat there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Getting crit and poison in that first phase is very difficult to manage. But some of them are kind of freebies, like Strong doesn't usually do a whole lot. Ants doesn't come with as many ants to heal So, and of course, Frankenstein is still only attacking you every other round. So
Yeah. It's the stuff that has like Psy shields, the like a Kraken could be bad there.
Starman DX is also can be bad there if he's throwing Star Storms out. It really wears out your PSI shields if you try and get them up. We see PebblePossum taking on the tent fight. We'll see what happens.
Everdread got shot with a heavy bazooka, and
we got the police badge. Unfortunately, completely useless.
that's tough.
Yeah, not the item you want to see there. Fortunately for Pebble, Fred is very likely, I would say, to go back out. Commercial break. Got to get their Saturn coffee in.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Saturn's fresh beans, they are the happiest beans.
And they're really out of this world.
All right. Revenge. We have heavy arms. We are protecting our bazooka person. They are very hurt, which is fine. We're going to take down the power shield very quickly. Come out of it.
Just pick it back up.
Maybe. Freeze and shoot.
Yeah, that's all I can do now. Ugh.
One more.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. We'll have to revive Ness before we can teleport anywhere, but got through the fight. Got all non-Ness kids EXP. So that does catch Jeff up from the multiple times he's been down over the fight, over the course of the Pebble seed at least, and he gets the news that hey, you're going to Saturn Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a nice bat for Ness, which is always good, and some decent items. Not much else here, honestly. But that heavy bazooka really helping him out here. Catching up to Fred, he just needs to get moving here once Ness is up. The good news is I don't think he's activated the cutscene yet, so he'll still get HP and PP healed for the other two kids.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know, Jay Tomer. I've seen a couple other people with turbo that still get commercial breaks that we've seen during the race. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Taking a quick nap. Zombie paper doing work.
All right. Hopefully when Fred comes back, we'll probably see him in Belch Base, making his way through there, unless he's already finished it, which is, it's been a little while. He might already have made it through.
Yeah, I could see if the
Sorry,
teleport led to like another sanctuary, I might go do that first and then come back and do everything else. But
yeah, I'm just thinking that they could have possibly gotten something from the teleport check out there.
oh, Foppies getting
Poppies.
smashed. They're kind of dangerous. They hit pretty hard sometimes.
Yep, they're worth a lot of EXP though. He's probably oh, he's checking out the items here.
Oh, Whoa, that's a lot of zombies. Whoa, that's a lot of. Yeah, I'd be using maybe if we have Bop and B, but this is pretty fast.
Yeah, it looks like they're going down in one physical hit, so it's
Yeah,
not
one
too
hit's
bad.
good.
Oh, another
Ooh.
red.
Questionable.
Yeah, the only good thing is that got the heavy bazooka to just blast the zombies. Bonk.
HP
Got a
by
laser
40
gun.
A quick healing butterfly. Is it a butterfly? No, this is a butterfly room, so it'd have to be, right?
Yeah. And not a bad idea if you're taking a couple fights. To stock up on PP in there. I mean, it is a little slow, but better to be safe than sorry sometimes. You don't want to get bounced out, and especially if you came here direct from Threed and you didn't stop off in Saturn Valley to get that teleport, having to walk all the way back here. No good. Oh, just a single Kraken this time, though.
Yeah, Pokey went down very fast. For Pebble.
Kraken not going down too much slower for Coughlin, though. My guess is Pebble will probably skip Saturn Valley and go direct here.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. All right, and with Bellsprays down, they now have another teleport, another sync available, and they also have the mines in Dusty Dunes and Moonside and Foresight.
Winters.
Now Winters for another check. Things are pretty open now. Our Razors have not been keeping up in sync, so the Hint Man is not going to be very useful in determining where to go next. For those less familiar with the game, there is a Hint Man that is in the vanilla game who gives you hints on who just kind of reminds you on what you're doing, where to go next. But in here, they'll tell you what the next logical thing to do is. Unfortunately, that also includes sanctuaries. So if you still have like Sank 1 laying around, they're just going to tell you to go do that. If you've been keeping up on them, though, they can be or even at the beginning of the game, if you have like a Foresight access right away, they can be very helpful in determining, hey, what is next logically? So I'm not, doing doing something very out of logic or something too tough.
Wow. Wow, very close. Yeah, Fred is really just looking for access to their 4th sanctuary that would give them one of the go modes. Because they have the meteorite, they have Paula, they have access to Saturn Valley. They're just looking for that final sanctuary. Getting some rain pendants, those are nice.
Sighting on a Trunk coin, interesting.
Defense. For probably Paula.
PebblePossum also taking on floppies for some EXP. Looks like they're not going to check any of the side rooms.
Fred's going to be sad, too.
Yep, this is just a police badge, which is really useless.
6 exploding cursed floppies. That would be bad. No, our hamburger. Everdread, he's hungry.
At least he didn't take any repels. In the previous hit, he stole a bottle of water off a KO'd dude.
I mean, that's a tough look.
Kick the kid while they're down. Knock them down, steal their water.
Grumbling about teaching him a lesson.
Now we're gonna get bus strats.
Question, is the bus faster?
I think someone mentioned in a previous race or on Discord that walking is like a second or two faster, technically, but
It could be nice to have some time to not have to do any inputs though.
Yeah, I can stretch. Drink some, stay hydrated.
So we're gonna arrive in Foresight. We have the diamonds. We can turn that in for another key item. And then there's Moonside, which could be like way ahead in the logic. Is often worth like an early dip to, especially with the max item level being so high, to try to pull something great. But with Fred having like the rain pendants, I think they have enough pieces to be okay. So I don't know if I would be going to Moonside unless I thought that was what was going to give me one more sanctuary.
Yeah, we don't really know right now. Pretty much anything could be a whole new sanctuary. We have Diamond, we have Moonside, we have the mines. Personally, I think I probably would have walked to Foresight just because I could have quickly checked what the mines reward was. And if that was a Force Sank, just do that right away. Not worry about going all the way to Foresight, perhaps. But
that would be like our banana. Or what else would it be?
Bubblegum.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as immediate Sanks, I mean, if they get, like... I don't think there's any teleports available to get them to Fire Spring. Probably gonna show us what Starman in the cave is gonna get us.
Laser gun, throw it on the ground. That's trash. When you have a heavy bazooka.
Oh, we got the Sword of Kings. No poo yet, though, of course.
Are we gonna see poo? Yogurt? We might see poo.
Well, now this is a pretty tough choice because none of the remaining key item locations are fast.
This is where peek in the mines. Go in the Moonside. Taxis.
Yeah, he's probably going this way just so he doesn't get succubus. I almost did that. It's very easy just to forget about it. You're like, oh, I'm going to go to, somewhere else in Foresight, and then you're thinking about logic and things like that, and you just, take a unexpected trip to Threed.
Double bus.
And we see PebblePossum doing the same thing, getting on the bus.
I did not appreciate when I went to Moonside that it was double robo pumps in here. And I tried to mess with them, and they had a lot of... Oh, here we go again. They had a lot of hit points. Close. Okay. This feels right, like where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, I was lucky enough last season to avoid that fire in there. It was going the wrong way. Probably Possum stopping off here in the desert. Guess they're going to check the mines. Maybe also see if there's big bottle rockets.
Which I mean...
I don't know if they're necessarily... Well, they do more overall damage than the bazooka.
We got a great charm, so we got a little bit of speed going on.
And Fred's side, we see a crystal charm, better for speed.
A death ray. Better than lasers.
Checking out the shop here. We have a Big League bat. Looks like they're opting for defense, though. Yeah, Jeff's not wearing anything, and you're depending on them for offense. Not a bad idea to get something.
Take the bus just to the desert. Probably gonna look at the mines here.
Yeah, well, we'll see what it is. Fred's gonna be done with Moonside here soon, so we'll get 2 new item checks. UFO engines.
Yeah, that's
that would not
probably
be
a
my
pass
first
for me
choice.
too.
Not my first choice.
We got a Guardian General.
Hopefully this doesn't turn in like the last race where you're just doing all three anyway, hoping for whichever one's actual progress. But we'll see what Pebble does next. I'm guessing they're probably going to turn the diamond and then go up to Moonside, like Fred here. Fred's still keeping the lead, even with PebblePossum having the heavy bazooka. We'll see what the item is here.
Time banana.
There it
There we
is.
go. Well,
Alright, well that's everything they need. He's going back to Tucson, probably to get mice, if I had to guess. I don't think he's picked up mice yet. Yeah, that's
ooh,
exactly what he's doing.
there's a bazooka up there.
There is. He'll probably be like kicking himself for not checking it out earlier. But he does finally get it, so he's now up to par with PebblePossum's power.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only way I can see it not happening would be if like we were teleporting
Yeah.
around some enemies there. That would be such a tough break, but I'm glad we didn't see that. Have a bottle rocket kit.
I was thinking of getting the Sword of Kings, you know.
Get out of here.
I'd rather just get you're the next king of Dalam.
Gee, thanks, mister. Whoosh, boom, like half of the building gets taken out. What are we
Yes,
gonna
the
use our-
mouse takes you to the start of a dungeon. So basically the entrance, wherever that is, even if you go through multiple doors within the dungeon itself. There is an option in Scramble to have a teleport mouse, which will save your current position in the game on the map, and then you can go back there.
We have a Suporma. Just an annoying curse more than anything else. Ooh. Precise.
Got a lot of poo things, but poo is not showing up this seed.
Yeah. They gotta be. They must be up in the Monotoli building, maybe.
One would think.
Ooh.
Although
I always forget about that. A cherub's band. That's a nice find. Crystal
that's
charm.
a very good find.
Great for Jorf.
All right, Fred Coughlin grabbing the next sanctuary. We'll see if they do Cyan Banana or Saturn Valley next. I should say Milky Way or Magnet Hill. Anyways.
Probably looking to end in Saturn Valley.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. As I would, that's how I would. Bleh, that's how I
Large
would do it.
pizza.
Large pizza for sale.
We got enough to get a couple of those. And DX waters. Those are both nice. With curses, particularly the final boss curses, stuff like the pizzas. DX water, we don't have poo. I kind of forgot about that when I got excited, but having those, big party heals can be a big difference maker. Same with brain food lunches.
Yes.
Although we do have the Franklin badge and pretty good pendants.
Yeah, the large pizza is a pretty good. It's a pretty good thing for Ness to do in round one of the Gygas fight, since even I would say typically Paula will not be fast enough to get out a PSI shield before the Devil's Machine throws out a rocket of some kind. So having Ness, who's typically the slowest, throw out a large pizza after that is a very good way to keep all the kids up. see, PebblePossum goes right to using that banana. Fred decided to do on it first, but yep, let's head right to the museum.
Yeah, what key item could be interesting now at the back up here?
If you were really set on, if you're really set on a 5th sync, maybe water.
Oh, the gum. It would be the gum.
Yeah, although the Tessie ride, I think Limeath could just take that out of consideration.
It's our repel situation. We've seen a 1DX. A spook.
Yeah, there
Is
haven't
that
been
just
a whole lot of high level. We haven't really seen a whole lot of high level items actually. Like we've seen OKs. I saw a flame pendant, big lead bat. Like, this is all kind of like regular seed stuff.
Moonbeam? There we go.
Okay, finally.
We have the power of the moon on our side. And like the rain pendants in the winter shop was probably the best shop. We had access to some incredibly in-game stuff over the season. It was nice.
Yeah, rain pendant will protect Paula from all the damage. I would say the only difficult thing would be is if Flash Beta can cause paralyze since they have no flash resistance. So you could very quickly end up in a situation where you can't use items, and if there's
eraser.
Ooh. Well, if Wanda Bubblegum's not there, then I guess that might be
the yogurt item.
It could be the yogurt item.
Or Pooh could have it.
Interestingly, Fred is not mousing out of here despite taking the time to go get the mice. Or maybe they're hoping to catch some good boxes in here on the way out. This will bleed a little bit of time to PebblePossum, who also looks like he might be grabbing the item here from Maxwell. Unfortunately, seeing that room's just a butterfly room.
It's the whole kit.
Yeah, we almost got everything of Pooh. Wait, no, did we? We got the cloak, we just got the bracer, we have the Sword of Kings. Did we find the diadem?
I don't think that's the only one we're missing to complete the set. It could be in the Cave of the Past. I don't know. It's not. A lot of the Pooh items aren't tiered that high in terms of item level.
Yeah.
Ooh, the bus lurking, ready. Waiting. Come a little closer. It's fine. So this would be Fred's last one that they have to do, right? Life Noodles.
Yes, it should be. They went to Giant Step. They both did Lilliput right at the start. And then, of course, we just finished Magnet Hill. PebblePossum going back to grab some more mice. It looks like they might finish before we did.
Yeah. It was. This one was a little bit more, I think, direct. There were certainly a couple of checks that were just kind of like dead ends or led to stuff that were not appealing. Whereas for us, I think yeah, there was especially for me, because I skipped Happy Valley for so long, just this deep path that I just kept going down to be well, eventually.
Yeah. So Jay Tomar, this is Fred's last sanctuary, so he is ahead of PebblePossum. PebblePossum only has 2 saints. They have to finish Giant Step and Milky Well. And both our runners access Saturn Valley through Zombie Tunnel.
You're getting through with the mushroom. Always.
Yeah, looks like the boss was Shroom, but I mean, with heavy bazookas and big bottle rockets, I mean, as long as it's not Jeff who gets confused and he starts going crazy, usually not too bad, at least at this point.
All right, hitting the secret shop. It's not really a secret, I guess, but
shop at the Power of the Earth. He takes a lot of money and then leaves. Heads right back in, like, oh yeah. Unfortunately, you can't throw wads of bills at Gaius to have him go away.
Okay. Horns. Well, the curses, I always want a couple more of those than normal.
Yeah, you do at
Cure
least want to
stuff.
save at least one. You at least want to have like one extra because you do need some way to cure Diamond Eyes if Gaius throws that out. In our case, because our equipment is so good, we don't really have to worry about damage taking us out, except maybe in phase 1 if like we get Starman DX
Ooh, it got
something and they just like try and AoE PSI down.
Yeah, we have plenty of horns.
Mm-hmm.
So that cookie. Yeah, get that slingshot out of here. One more horn. Nice.
I think our racers have enough sandwiches to make it through Cave of the Past. So it really just comes down to how
How's
bad
Guy
first phase
feeling
is.
today? And what's the assistant?
Yes.
I think if it's something really challenging, PebblePossum's got those pizzas. Like how hard is the Psy attack's gonna be? We have a lot of horns. Fred, I think, has 6 or 7 revives.
So I'm going to give you a bit of a hint here, Jay Tomar. Frank was at the Frankenstein boss
everyone
location.
get their. You gotta get your guesses in. We don't have much time.
I don't think we've seen. I've been talking about Starman DX this whole time. I'm going to root for him to be the assistant here.
Starman DX. Paulo only have 98 hit points. It's not a lot. Shroom we have seen. Frankenstein could be out there.
Yeah, Shroom was the Milky Well boss. And I think we also saw Nightmare. Not that Nightmare could show up there. There's also was a dog.
Boogie. Boogie's valid. Starman Jr. was in the arcade. Electrospectre out there. The twins are out there. I'm gonna join you on Starman DX then. We got a variety of guesses.
Yeah, we got 2 Electrospectres and with 2 Starman DXs. We got
But
1
who
Boogie, 1 Frankenstein.
holding
So let's see
apple?
who it is. Regular Mondo Mole showed up in his vanilla location, but there's it's Robot.
Robot.
Well, they both have heavy bazookas, so Jeff can still be useful
Bazooka.
here.
Let's go.
All right, let's see what happens. Clumsy Robot can be paralyzed. Unfortunately, he starts with a psychic shield, so Paula's not going to be useful here. At least until it's taken out.
Got the paralyze.
Oh, this is going to be rough because Devil Machine is extremely fast. Ness is probably not going to be able to heal Paula before she goes down. He did buy a lot of revives, so it's probably fine. Yep, there's Mortal. Yep. Unfortunately, Big Bottle Rocket not working. And Jeff's down now.
Pull it back up.
However, like we said, we have a lot of revives, and the assistant can't do anything, so it's probably just inevitably a matter of time. And this is allowing PebblePossum to to get back some time and possibly catch up with this bad phase 1. Unfortunately, Paula's down some HP. She might not survive this hit. 39.
Ooh,
Oh, just enough.
Got it off. This robot has a decent amount of hit points.
Yeah, that it does. I mean, you can't use PSI to take it out unless you go through all of its PSI layers. Definitely don't want
I'm
to.
glad I'm not the. Sorry, I'm glad I'm not the only person that on this like shop trying to go from the ATM to get shopping is like tricky, and sometimes we walk outside instead. Ooh, they do get through.
All right, Paula's down, but well, she can. You bought a lot of revives, so that's the power of having like 100 revives. Is you can just keep bringing kids up as they go down. Although Ness is on low HP, depending on what Gygas... No, they all have ring pendants, so this is probably pretty safe.
Pretty fast shot from PebblePossum here.
Dan taking mortal here. Oh, he's got some fangs.
Oh, no.
PebblePossum teleporting away.
There must have been something here they want him to get.
More ring pendants.
Max protect.
Yeah, so
Probably this is probably, you know, if we're a little bit faster than walking down and through. Oh, the poison all over the
but he's
place.
through this phase. We'll have to see. I don't know if the curse in phase 2 carries over into the prayer phases or not. I'm not 100% sure there, but Paula getting poisoned and bitten a lot is going to make it harder for her to stay alive. Yeah, I thought they were separate. So we'll see what happens. We can't confuse him with a brain shock, or Gygas with a brain shock. Because we don't have food with us. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's kept enough revive just in case something goes down.
Yeah, Ness has a lot of hit points, so they can take some of these poison ticks. What are they doing? Oh,
Still
no.
Franklin badge. Okay, this is getting spicy. Okay.
I don't like that. Prior to getting the support of the monkeys.
So
The
not
robot
out of the
is
woods
so
yet.
bad.
Oh, falling asleep.
We hate to see it. They're back up.
Oh, I don't think Ness has any more revives. I think he used them all already.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Gut save, though. They're still up. It wasn't mortal.
Man. Oh, man. We were just saying with all the good equipment, this is usually pretty easy, but we're showing you can't Gygas out. Even that 4 HP is going to be mortal. Does he have another revive?
One more.
Oh, no, that thunder hits.
Oh, no. Oh, they get it. Oh, wait.
Oh, no. They got
Use it on
confused
the
at
board.
some point. And they
Oh,
used it.
no.
Oh, no. PebblePossum now in the lead with that knockout. Oh, we'll see if PebblePossum feels any better. Did Fred, did he save? I think
Fred,
he did,
I
right?
believe, saved. So wise.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Curse Boss is too wild, I think, to just send in without saving in Cave of the Past.
Yeah, I would always save before going to Gygas unless you specifically had teleport mice to take you right to the end. However,
a full pretty low roll on
just full alpha.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
It gets through phase 1 immediately.
I think Pebble did buy the Gutsy Bat for Ness.
I did see that. He did. I guess maybe Fred did not.
They bought less revives as well.
Yes, apologies. Is he going to use some of those large pizzas? Or are they going to use some of those large pizzas that they bought?
No, Jorf.
Oh, well, we got the pizza out.
Unfortunately, Jeff did not read
no.
enough books and did
Seeing
not get
the-
their personal pan pizza. The fangs are out. What a race. Incredibly close. Strangeness all around.
Oh,
Poison.
this is
Hit
this
points
is
high.
yeah, not having flash resist is really coming back to bite the racers.
No healing B.
You can use some of those
Bazookas?
revives. You might. Oh man, Gaius is choosing violence even more than usual. Oh, well, we got through the
Oh,
phase.
the bazooka fired in the correct direction.
Unfortunately, they're gonna have to try and revive Paula through confusion.
Yeah, not the best. Ow.
Oh,
Bad stuff happening
actually,
over on
because of
Fred's side.
change, Paula's HP is still.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. They got it.
They're in it. They're in it. Although healing, questionable. Still don't love what's going on.
Trying to use a.
Ooh,
Oh well.
froze everyone.
Yeah, they
Is it
tried
for
to use
Paula?
life noodles to cure the confusion on Ness, but they both were solidified.
Just with like big swings of hit points on Fred's side.
Yeah, Fred is not putting up PSI shields, so he's trying to get through this as quick as possible. But if he
There we go.
there he goes. Made it through. Yeah, unfortunately with Paula poison, they're gonna have to really keep up the healing on her.
Here we go. No
Yeah,
badge.
Franklin badge. Oh, okay, so Jeff cured his own confusion. I don't know if Jeff has any healing on him.
Paul is sitting on a pizza.
Oh, using the
Jeff
revive
also
on
has a
Paula
pizza.
to get Jeff up.
Pizza party.
Oh, I think Paula got confused.
Confusing. Well, Jeff got their pizza off though. Oh, but the horn didn't go off, or it did
Yeah,
on someone else. That's not great. All right.
I think you just need to start praying. I think PebblePossum only has the one revive left.
Fred in the phase 2.
Dwarf's HP is maxed out.
Someone's getting healed on every turn. Just maybe not who we want.
Oh,
Ow.
that's mortal on Paula. Oh no, that's Paula down. Oh no, can they revive Paula through the confusion? Oh, Gaius.
One
says-
more cup of nudes.
Yeah, that's all. Yes, Paula's up and not poisoned,
Okay.
so that helps. Still can get
Back.
KO'd by thunders.
Oh yeah. Back on track. Maybe.
Oh, that's
Devastating.
Oh no.
I don't think we. Ooh, maybe.
I don't know if Paula's living here.
What's the threshold of like? What do you?
Oh no,
Oh,
cured. Yes,
confusion?
cured himself. No.
Oh, we have one more.
We got one
noodle.
more. We got one more chance. Okay.
Oh, on
Yeah.
Gaius? No, yes, no. Don't throw the noodle to the
And-
void. That's such a tough break. All right.
Oh no.
Gaius 2. Runner 0. Let's turn over to Fred's side. Have they lost their badge yet?
Yes. I think
Okay.
they have.
Dan goes down.
Dan going down. May not matter at this point if they don't have any items on them, but
They're
it
out of
doesn't
stuff.
appear that
They did
anyone's
their job.
confused. Didn't hit
No hit.
anyone. Man, I think we're about halfway through the prayers on Fred's side.
There should be a mole in the beachgoers.
Oh yeah, the beach mole. That'd be a good addition.
Here we go.
Nope, solidify. Nope, just only one more.
One
It's fairly
more.
likely that they'll make it through. I don't, even if Paula takes mortal, I don't think anything can stop her. Oh,
Uh-oh.
well, except falling asleep.
We're strange. We're asleep.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
But she's awake. You can go for
Uh-oh.
it. Yep, you can send it. Yep.
Yes.
The prayer gets through, and Ness is still
Oh
alive.
my
So
goodness.
this should count as a win for Fred. Man, what a finish! But GG's to Fred and GG's for Pebble for an amazing race.
Them curses.
Yeah, and curses for keeping things entertaining even in the last moments, especially in the last moments.
It's like possum in
I'm taking out phase
prayer
2 right
phase.
away.
I think Dwarf is rolling down, but their job is kind of done. Oh, never mind.
Oh, and we're at a commercial break. We don't get to, unfortunately, don't get to see the end on Fred's side. But I guess we'll see if they pop up in the race channel to chat.
Mm-hmm. Franklin Badge doing work while it still is able to. Ooh, flashed down for Jeff. It's the combination of the flashes and then losing the thunder really makes it out of hand. So here's where it always starts. Such a cheap move, you Robin. Come on.
Yep, and according to the racetime.gg, Fred Coughlin comes in at an official time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 1 second.
This is awake. Strange.
Oh no, and that's a strange again.
Okay. Okay.
Unfortunately, Gygas was really thunder happy here.
Ooh, big shot.
Hey, and we're joined by Fred. How are you doing?
Wow, that was a seed that existed.
It was certainly a finish. I'll say that much. What are your thoughts?
I mean, that was a rough ending. It was really nice to be able to actually, in the end, be able to, get through it. But it was a scary as heck fight to try to get through there with the way that those final curses were happening. Oh yeah, everyone gets poisoned. Oh yeah, Ness feels strange. Well, the first fight, Ness felt strange. This the second time it was only crying, which is what we got lucky and got through.
No.
Yeah. It seemed the flashes were really messing you up, and they also messed up PebblePossum too. When you took
Oh, stop throwing noodles into the void.
yeah, unfortunate.
That's tough.
Oh no.
Very tough.
Yeah, so Fred, when you took the KO to Gygas, Pebble was either on his way or just starting to fight. So it
Yeah,
was.
I knew it
very-
had to be close. Yeah, we knew it had to be close. It was just the way how evil these seeds were. GG there, Pebble.
Yeah, great
Thank
effort.
you. That was disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah. So PebblePossum, what are your thoughts on the seed aside from that it's stinky?
I mean, getting all the really hard bosses front loaded early in the seed was brutal. There was like no checks that was safe to do. Managed to force my way through eventually, and then Gygas just. I mean, just laser targeting Paula after the with the Thunder after the Franklin badge is stolen, and then also Ness getting confused and being unable to get a single couple life noodles off. Just
throwing them into the darkness.
yeah, nothing you can do against that.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me on the first run through there. I had the same thing with the confusion, and then not Pebbles. Paula there died, and then kaboom! It was like, okay, yep, cannot bring this back. I think I may have tried just to see with the last one I had, just in case, but then it was like second try. I was like, okay, at least I know the order things are coming, so I could throw some like preemptive cures and stuff to try to get through things. I think actually like second round on the second Gygas fight there, I threw a couple life noodles on Paula, knowing that Paula was going to die on the second attack, and I didn't mash as much to try to get through, just to try to keep her up, so that way I wasn't wasting. I was trying to waste as few turns as possible there because I knew that Gygas was going to get completely nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was
there's just nothing you can do with the Thunder
Yeah.
because you have to pray. You can't not pray. But if the Thunder
Yep.
hits you while you're praying, she goes down.
Yep, exactly. It's like, okay. I think I was, at least on the second time we got there, I didn't get any confusion on Ness feeling strange or anything like that. So at least I was able to have him ready to throw a couple of life preemptively on Paula just in case. And then still, even then, once it got into the call being sent to the darkness, it was oh yeah, major ouch. Now Ness is strange, and Paula falls asleep. And I was like, okay, I'm just mashing the defend until we get Paula to wake the heck up. And then we are going to pray quickly and hope we get lucky. And I think I was on a death tick down, but I had been nearly full health at that point. And that was just like, okay, got the pray off in time. So that was rough.
Yeah, good efforts all around for both of you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, great
so
race there, Pebble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our next race is on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. It'll be Brooke versus Leslie Pro. The winner goes up against Fred Coughlin. So, Brooke.
Oh, that's going to be an amazing match to see there. I'm going to have to make sure I watch that one. See if I can learn anything new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck in that round.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough match. I don't know if I've played Brooke or not previously. Maybe I have. I know Leslie I've played for the first time, I think, ever, but in a different game about a couple of weeks ago in the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament. So I'm like, oh, this could be the year we either draw 2 or 3 different tournaments against each other. So no matter how it goes, it'll be a fun match, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they're both good racers. Brooke, especially being a tournament winner, is going to be a tough matchup either way.
Poop. Poop.
Yeah.
Yep. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed our races tonight, and we'll see you next time.
All right.